quite dirty, and that is because I wear them a lot. So the first hat looks like this. It has 3 black balloons on the front of the hat. Now, this hat is actually merch. It is a hat that I purchased from one of my favorite artists. On the back, it has a little clasp, and it's brass, and this clasp helps you to tighten the hat. You'll also see that there's a little tag here. And that tag says NF. That is the name of the rapper. He is my all-time favorite artist. I've seen him live twice. If you have not heard of NF, I would highly recommend that you check him out. His music is really deep and intense, but that's what I like about him. I just really connect with his lyrics a lot. It's also refreshing because, don't get me wrong, like I love hip hop a lot. That's probably what I listen to the most, music-wise, right? And I'm not like hating on artists that do talk about like, sex and drugs and all of that. I understand, like I guess I just like NF because he doesn't do that. He doesn't lean on that to sort of like become popular, or like he doesn't compromise on his morals, even though he's a rapper, which I think is really cool. The 3 black balloons are a reference that he references a lot, in my opinion. They represent fear, which is a reoccurring theme in his music. In his music videos, he often has black balloons there, and I think they're sort of a representation of his fears and the way that they sort of affect him in his life. Fabric sounds are so soothing. They are so soothing. Fabric sounds are so soothing. They are so soothing. I'm gonna need to navigate these hats a little bit better around this corded mic. On the inside of the hat, it says the classics, 100% cotton, made in Bangladesh. So that was the first hat. We'll set that over here. Delicious coffee. Okay. So, this next hat says California 1850. It is a gray hat, and the print is in white. I feel like I have a memory of borrowing this hat from somebody, like an ex or like a family member of an ex, and then I but I don't know who it was. Did that ever happen to you? Because I feel like that happens to me a lot. It's got gray stitching all around it. In the back, it's Velcro, so you can adjust it to your liking, which is great for me. I like my hats to be pretty fitted. On the inside, it says American Crown, a division of West Coast Novelty Corp. westcoastnovelty.com. 100% cotton. I don't wear this hat a lot, but you know what? I don't have a lot of gray in my wardrobe. I don't know why. For sure, my favorite color to wear is black. Hands down. Oh, that's good tapping sounds. That's good tapping sounds. On the fabric, the little letters that are on the front of the hat. Such gentle tapping sounds. Such gentle tapping sounds. I want to do a video where I show my t-shirt collection because it's growing quite a bit. There's also a crown that is here on the side of the hat. I don't know if you can see it, but it is right there. So that was the gray hat. Next up, this is a white hat. It is I always forget the name of these hats because they're not snapbacks, they're something different. I think Supreme calls them camp hats, but I could be wrong. If you know, let me know. Oh, I was supposed to preface that, well, you all know, if you've seen my channel, you know what I'm gonna say. I don't know a lot about streetwear, so I'm sorry if I get something wrong. I felt like Dora the Explorer, like almost expecting you to say it with me because I've said it so many times by now. But this is a white Supreme hat, and it says Sup on the side, S-U-P. On the other side, it's plain. And on the back, it has a black clasp. This is a great hat. It's very simple. You know, one thing about my style is when I first got into streetwear, I think that I really wanted to fit into the community. So I would look for a lot. I was the typical person that bought stuff that had big logos on it, and I really wanted to be like, look, I know these brands. And I was a lot more insecure at that time. And over time, I started to really begin to fall in love with the clothing. And I started to develop my own style and care less and less and less and less about other people, like, validating, you know, my own clothing until eventually I didn't care at all. And now what's quite different is because I genuinely enjoy streetwear, and that should be the reason why. If you have articles of clothing, it should be because you like it, not because you're trying to, impress other people. So it's turned into this really genuine passion that I talk about a lot on this channel. And I just really encourage you to find your style, whatever that is. If you connect with a brand that's popular, wear it. Don't not wear something because it's well liked. Just buy, and also don't wear something because you want to be liked. Just buy what you like. I think that liking these brands like Supreme, sort of puts me in the position a lot of people, I think, might look at me as almost a conformist in a lot of ways. And that's totally fine. The point is that I love the clothing. That's what matters. That's what matters. That's what matters. This, the lettering almost has it's hard to describe, like a plastic, I don't know, what's the word? Not gelatin, it is kind of jelly though. It's quite different from the hat itself. Quite different from the hat itself. Quite different from the hat itself. I like this hat. Subtle. I really like subtle pieces. I have a few pieces that really pop, but I also really enjoy simple, solid colors, things like that. So I really like this hat. Okay, let's see what we've got next. So, this is a hat I wear quite a lot. So here's the thing about this hat. First of all, it's black, and it has a black American flag on it. So I watched the show Big Brother, and there was a person on that show that I wasn't a fan of. I didn't like him very much. But he wore this hat. And I remember watching the show and looking at him wearing this hat and thinking, I want that hat. So eventually, I found it and bought it. I just like it so much. I don't know, to me it's a little bit symbolic. Yeah, it has a lot of different meanings to me, which I won't get into, but I like it a lot. I wear it a lot. The fit is really, really, really cool. This is definitely one of my staples. All my black hats are like my most worn, for sure. On the back, it's Velcro, so you can adjust it to your liking. So you can adjust it every season. It is such a good show. Next up, the NYC hat. So I got this hat. My dad went to New York with my stepmom, and they were very sweet, and they asked me what kind of souvenir I wanted. So of course I said a hat, and I just said, no, you know what, I remember I asked them for like a faded hat like this. I like kind of had the vision of what I wanted, and they brought back exactly like what I had in my mind. Is it like a jean hat? It's really clean, like it's got NYC in white lettering, and it's got in gray stitching, New York City, in gray stitching, New York City. And if you look at the back actually has lettering. It says NYC 1664. 1664. On the inside it says NYC 1664. The year New York City was established. I did not know that. That is pretty cool. Let us continue. Next up, we have the hat that started it all. My Adidas hat. This hat is so worn, and I don't know, I just, this was like one of the first hats that I ever got, and it's pretty beaten up. It's like discolored, but I got this hat, and it was the first like baseball hat that I really fell in love with. And once I got this hat, it was like downhill from there. I just accumulated so many other hats. On the front, it has the 3-stripe logo, and it says Adidas, 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 Adidas. It says Adidas. The back has a clasp like this. It's silver, and it also says Adidas on there. The inside says Climalite, Climalite. Every time I tap with my nails and my fingers, it takes concentration. This is such a trusty hat. It's given me so many, I've worn so many outfits with this hat. It's such a tried and true. It is quite dirty though. I really want one of these hats that are like all black that say Nike, but the thing is, it's really hard to find hats that are black with a black logo. I don't like it when hats have a white logo on them because I feel like it's distracting. Like when you put an outfit together, that's where your eye goes, is to the white icon. So I prefer like the black icon on the black hat. was the Adidas hat. So I'm thinking about doing a Q&A for my 1,000 subscriber special. If and when I hit 1,000, we're growing pretty fast, so I'm hoping that maybe in like a couple months we'll hit 1,000. That would be so cool. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Yeah, I want that milestone so bad. I'm so proud of this little channel. I can't believe how fast we are growing. I feel like we have such an awesome community. Everyone is so kind to each other, and I know I've got all kinds of people here, and that's what's so cool, right? I have some people here from my main channel. I've got some people here that love streetwear and sneakers like me. I've got some people here that just stumbled upon my YouTube channel. I've got some people here that found me through other ASMR artists, and knowing how diverse our little family is, it's just super cool because everyone is so kind and respectful and so supportive and encouraging, and I just appreciate each and every one of you so much. So let's make it to 1,000 subscribers and we will do an awesome Q&A special. This hat that I am tapping on is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful baby blue hat that says Monterey, California. My roommate and best friend went to Monterey recently, and he brought back this hat. I actually think he brought it for my girlfriend. He brought two things: a mug, and he brought a hat, and I think my girlfriend and I basically switched gifts. The mug is super cool though. I think I may have shown it on this channel, the one with the waves around the opening. I don't know if you remember that. I'm sure I'll use that mug again with how much coffee I drink. I love how blue this hat is. It's gorgeous. And it's got Monterey in white stitching. And California is in black. And then on the back of the hat, you just have a classic silver clasp. A classic silver clasp. On the inside, it says O-B-S-I. So, I really want a new camera. This camera is extremely old. If I had the new iPhone, I would use that instead of this camera because that would probably be better. And I'm not meaning to complain. I'm grateful that I have it, but I got it years ago. I got it when I first started my first YouTube channel when I was in high school. It's been so long that it's time for a new camera. Now my girlfriend has a camera that I'm gonna try out. The only thing is the viewfinder doesn't flip around. So the downside with that is that I can't make sure that everything is on screen. But if it has a pretty good picture, better than this one, which I don't know because it's also kind of old, but we'll see. If it's better, then I'll use that until I get a new camera. will have my, the new sneaker book, chapter 3, is also going to be up soon for those of you that have really been liking that series. So this is, next up is just a bucket hat. This hat is so fun to wear. Sometimes I just like get into a mood and I'm like, I feel this vibe and I don't know if I pull it off or not. Here, y'all can tell me. I'll probably look terrible. This is what the hat looks like. It kind of looks like, it looks so funny with a hoodie on. But if you're wearing like a tee, it's kind of like a dope summer vibe. I'm starting to realize that maybe it doesn't look as good as I thought it did. But you know what? I like it. And that's all that matters. Like I said earlier, wear what you like. So it's all black, right? It doesn't have a tag. I think my girlfriend bought it actually when we went to the Vans outlet, and it has a little tag here that says Vans on it. It has these which you can like pull and tighten. I mean, it's just a standard bucket hat. So my partner used to be obsessed with Vans. She would wear Vans everything, and then she started to develop, she has leg pain. If any of you know what this is, tell me. She has, at the back of her knees, hurt. All the doctors she's spoken to, they think it's nerves because, it hurts on the back of her knees and, all the way down her leg, sometimes, up her back. She also has, a weird, a back issues. I think her back is, skewed. And so, she would often talk about foot pain. And so, I started to introduce her to streetwear. And she started buying, NMDs and Yeezys. And it's helped her so much. Right now she's, at her, second job. She gets up at, 4 on Sundays with me, and then I stay awake because that's what time I get up. But she goes to her second job, and she's on her feet, a lot. And so it really helps to have, better shoes. Because the Vans were just making it 10 times worse. But if you've ever heard of, behind the knee pain, let me know what you think. She also has, a high arc in her foot. We are so frustrated trying to figure out how to fix the problem because it's, so painful for her. I don't know, how she does it. She, has daily pain, and it's, really bad. We also have been looking for, good treatments. We found this, we tried this, what is it called? Oh wait, I had it and then it went. Not hemp lotion. We tried hemp lotion. My mom recommended that. Yeah, we tried hemp lotion and it didn't work. But we could have just used a brand that wasn't that good. So if you have any recommendations, please let me know. Bucket hat, a bucket hat, a bucket hat, a Vans bucket hat, a Vans bucket hat, a Vans bucket hat. Okay, next up, the Black Fist hat. was like at the very beginning of everything. Now there's a lot more like better companies that make hats and shirts that go to like actually support Black lives. So I've gotten a few more items, but I got this at like the very beginning. But I really just wanted like a black hat that I could wear. And I do really like this hat. I wear it quite a lot, to be honest. It has the black fist on the front, and then on the back it's got silver clasps. Silver clasps. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. I'll take a moment to just say, if you haven't educated yourself on everything that is going on and how you can help, please do so. I'll go ahead and put a link in the description if you want to donate. I encourage you to do so. Every little bit helps. It's so important that we continue talking about this and we continue to support Black lives. Okay, next up is a black Supreme hat. This is just a classic black hat. It's got Supreme there on the front. I love this hat because of this. On the back, it's got a leather strap that says Supreme is stitched in here, and I just think that's so clean. I wear this hat backwards, so I really like this like leather clasp in the front. It's just really simple, like nothing fancy. It's kind of like felt almost. It's really soft, and it makes great tapping sounds. I've had this hat for a while. I've owned other like Supreme hats, and I've ended up selling them because I don't wear them as much. But the black and white Supreme hat I do wear occasionally. Supreme. Next up, we have NYPD. So, when I went to New York, I got this hat. And it's got NYPD stitched with like really thick stitching. And it's super cool. I mean, it's like navy blue. On the inside, it says NYPD. It's just like a classic tourist hat, and I thought it was like, I liked it, but because of everything that's happened, it's like, I don't want to wear the hat anymore. You know, I like to keep this channel. I don't really like to state my opinions too much on this channel, because I think that there's so much of that right now everywhere, and that's important and necessary, but I also want to make sure that this is a place of relaxation, and that doesn't mean that I won't, say a few things, but I also don't want it to be this like focal point, because it's so important that we take time to relax and let go of stress, because if you don't take that is really important to remember is that often we can get into a pattern of helping others and not making sure that our mental health is okay. And like you can start helping a family member, and you can become almost obsessed with making sure that they are taken care of, that you don't take care of yourself, and eventually you get burnt out, and then you're unable to help your family member. And so I think that taking care of ourselves, taking time out of our day to relax and take a break and breathe and let the stress fall from your shoulders and all of the tension in your body. I think that moment of stillness is so important. It's so important. It's so important. That is how we are going to be able to go back out into the world and create change and help others. Be a positive impact on the world, on the world, on the world. But you have to make sure that you are taking care of yourself. That's so important. It's so important. So that's what I want this channel to be. I want this channel to be a place where you can come and take care of you and have a moment of stillness, to breathe, to collect yourself, so that you can wake up in the morning and start fresh and continue impacting the world in the best way you can. Being kind to others, standing up for your values. But it's so important to love yourself first. Take care of yourself. Next up, the CNN hat. You may have seen me wearing this hat. On it, it says CNN Global Headquarters, Atlanta. Now, it is this faded black color, and it is red, blue, and gold. And of course, it has a clasp on the back, and it says CNN. This is actually my partner's hat. What's funny is that our dog, Goya, got to it and chewed it, but I actually think it kind of like plays with that worn hat. It kind of ended up working out. I love how it's like super faded. I think that's really cool. Tapping on the stitching. We are tapping on the stitching. I love stitching, like on t-shirts and clothing, and I love it. It just looks so much better than print. Next up, we have the Nike hat. This is for sure like the dirtiest hat because I wear it running. It's all white, and then it says Nike Air on it. Let's see if you can see it. There you go. The back has Velcro, and inside it says Nike, size Heritage 8-6. I love wearing this running because it keeps the little hairs out of my face. I really like Nike. Starting out when I was getting into clothing, this is not official. This is not like official Kanye merch or anything. I just saw this, and it was like super cheap, like basically like a kind of knockoff. And I was like, that's pretty cool, I'll get it. You know, I don't really spend a lot on hats. I don't see that as being something where I want it. I don't think it really matters. Like some things you want to invest and you want to get the quality right, or at least that's how I feel. For example, Off-White tends to be a more expensive company, but like I love the feeling of their clothing, the way they look. It's the way they, like the designs, like I really like them. So to me, it's like worth the investment. I can't even remember where I bought this, maybe like Amazon or something like that. It is a really cute hat though. I love the little bear on it. Little bear in it. So cute. Up close to the mic goes the tapping sounds. Up close to the mic goes the tapping sounds. Up close to the mic goes the tapping sounds. Up close to the mic goes the tapping sounds. Up close to the mic goes the tapping sounds. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 more and we're done. So we've got this hat. This is a super cheap Target hat. Giddy up. Am I right? That wasn't a very good joke. That's alright. But yes, this hat is like a Target hat. It's so funny because, so it's all black, right? It has like this tiny strip of leather with like these random studs that only are on the front. I look at this hat and I just think about how like cheaply made it is. I think I even like bought it for my girlfriend. And don't get me wrong, it's a cute hat, but I just think it's like, I don't know, I can just see the mass production in it. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you ever feel that way? And I just talked about how quality in hats doesn't matter. And it doesn't. I just think that, at least not to me. You know, I just think you can tell how cheap this is. Sometimes you're just feeling a different vibe and you want a hat like this. My girlfriend and I share a lot of clothes, you know, like we borrow from each other all the time. So the only time I've gotten mad, not even mad, but like frustrated at my girlfriend for like wearing my clothes, because we basically we share everything, is I saw this guy on Instagram wearing this shirt and I fell in love with it and I searched everywhere for it and eventually I found it at an obscure skate shop in Europe, like tiny, like small company. And so I bought it and I waited for like weeks for it to arrive. And it finally arrived and I opened up the package and I was like, oh my gosh, it's amazing. I'm so excited to wear it. And then I woke up the next morning. This was back when I was still like sleeping in a little bit. I woke up the next morning and I went to put it on and it was gone. She had worn it to work for Casual Friday and I was so frustrated isn't a strong enough word. I was very mad because I really love, like, getting new things and getting to wear them for the first time. And I was like, you know, it felt like I was upset because I was like, you got that moment. Like, I didn't get to wear it. And then I went back and I apologized later for getting so upset. You know, because it's just a t-shirt at the end of the day. It's just a t-shirt. But it was like I had dug and like done that work and then like didn't get to have that first experience of wearing the tee that I looked for. So you tell me, would you have been frustrated if that happened to you? I think that I shouldn't have reacted. I shouldn't have been so butthurt about it. She was very sweet though. She came home and surprised me with this hoodie that she bought at like this cool shop in our area. And I thought that was the sweetest thing. Like, so thoughtful. Next up, one of my all-time favorite hats. It's a little bit dirty. I have to get it cleaned, but it says reason. It's a pink hat. It's you know me. Words always escape me when I'm recording videos. It's like a felt, soft, velvety felt type material. Suede. It's suede. That's what it is. Suede. I remembered. Reason, New York, and it says Lot 15, number 960109. I love this hat. I love this hat because of the fit. The way this hat looks when you wear it. The like fit of it on your head. It's just, I wish all hats had this kind of like shape. It's really, really well made. I like it a lot. I wear it all the time. On the back, it does say Reason in white stitching, and it's got an adjustable back to be able to adjust the size. I got it at a shop in my area. I should buy another color. This hat in another color because I like the fit so much. I should buy this hat in another color. I like the fit so much. I like the fit so much. Beautiful hat, a beautiful hat. Two more. This hat looks so funny when you put it on. I don't know. My girlfriend looks great in it, but like it just is not for me. It does not work on my head. It is so small, but it's this really like mustardy color, which is pretty cool. And it's got this brown strap here. On the back it says, or on the inside, it says rosin headwear. I actually like this color a lot. I have a couple tees in this like mustard yellow color. always make them shorter if that's preferred. Thank you so much for watching. Again, if you have not subscribed, please do so. I post 2 videos a week. I absolutely love this channel and ASMR, and we are going to continue to make content on this channel and grow. I've got a lot of awesome stuff